In this video, I'm going to be talking about why the Al Pacino "You're Out of Order" scene from And Justice for All is unforgettable. Welcome to our Bellissimo at the Movies, a video podcast which explores the ways stories are told on film. This Al Pacino speech, "You're Out of Order," the famous final scene from And Justice for All, which was directed by Norman Jewison and written by Barry Levinson. It's unforgettable for many reasons. First of all, the acting by Al Pacino is incredible. He plays Arthur Kirkland, who is an idealistic lawyer and is very much like his character Serpico, who becomes a lawyer for the right reasons. He wants to help people. He wants to find justice. He wants to do the right thing. He has morals. He has values. And of course, he's met with a corrupt system. You know, bad people go free, deals are made, corrupt judges, bribery, all sorts of things. And this is ruining his mental health. It's he's seeing other people ruined or die that he's defending over laziness or negligence, and not really anyone having any feelings for one another. And he's shocked by this. He's disturbed, and he's at this point where he has to defend a judge that he already doesn't get along with. He has a bad relationship with, who's been accused of rape and battering a woman. And you don't really know what he's going to do when it comes time to go to court in the last scene. And on the first day of the trial, the judge turns to Arthur Kirkland and looks at the woman who's there, who he beat up and raped, and said, I'll do it again. And he has a choice here whether to actually defend him or not. And I love the way Pacino does it, because as he's talking, you think he is going to defend him. He talks about how the prosecutors didn't have any evidence that this man did it. They didn't have any motive. And Pacino had a lie detector test, which is inadmissible, but he kept mentioning it. So you wonder, okay, he's going to try to suggest it to the jury that, nothing came up on the lie detector test. Character witnesses to say that the judge was a great guy. And basically, it was an easy looked on paper like he can get the judge off. Of course, this is a man of power, a man who can basically, on paper, looks like an incredible judge. And, he very much chews up the prosecutor by saying, he just wants to put someone famous up on the stand, a famous judge, and he'll become famous. So, he talks about how the system is about winning and losing. You defend people who need to be defended, and you put away people who need to be put away. But the reality is, everyone just wants to win. Everyone just wants to be famous, or everyone just wants to have a great career. And it's not about helping anyone or finding any kind of justice. But he does it in such a way, he leads up to it, Pacino, where you're not quite sure where he's going to go. And then when he suddenly turns and says that the judge should go straight to fucking hell, because that he did rape the woman. He told me he raped her. He should go to jail. And everything that had been built up in him, Arthur Kirkland, throughout the whole film, the frustration, seeing people die that he knew that he was trying to get out of jail, who shouldn't have been in jail, to see some lawyers who he knew go insane over having to defend people that they shouldn't have been defending, and then getting free and killing someone directly again. Seeing all of this corruption, all of this frustration, all of this lack of emotion around him, it pours out of Pacino. And even before he says that the judge should go straight to hell, you see the tears start to go down his face, and it's so effortless. It just happened in the moment. He didn't even stop to collect himself. You see, there's no pushing of any emotion. As he's talking, it just starts to come. It was so organic, it was so beautifully done, so unplanned, that it just happened to come right out of his response in the moment. And when he just lets loose, and of course the judge on trial saying you're out of order, and he shoots it right back out of him, you're out of order, you're out of order, this whole trial is out of order, they're out of order. It's not just anger, it's not just rage, it is months and months and years of holding back, of trying to do the right thing, of collecting himself in that moment and finally making a decision, and everything he's experienced comes out right then and there. And I thought, where did Pacino find all of that pent-up rage? It's one thing to be angry, but it's much more specific to be volatile, that they had to literally get the guards to hold him, to take him by the arms and take him away. And it's a little bit funny too when he says, hang on a second, I just made my opening statement, and then everyone cheers. It's brilliant acting. And there are actors who are really good, there are actors who are very effective, there are actors who are funny and subtle, and have a strong anger, but then there are actors like Pacino who just make you feel what they're feeling, that it gets right to the core and the heart of what the character is going through, that it puts the hairs on the back of my neck straight up. It stops you in your tracks, it demands your attention, it pulls you in such a way that is unforgettable. And that's why it's unforgettable. And it's also unforgettable because it relates so much to the day. I mean, we're seeing many powerful men who manipulated the system for years, who used their clout and their money and their power to get away with rape for a long time. You look at Bill Cosby, you look at Harvey Weinstein, and finally justice has been served. But a lot of what Arthur Kirkland says in that speech is relevant as it was then as it is now. And he says, what motive could this woman have had? What is she blackmailing him? Is she jealous of him? No. Who would go and accuse a powerful judge where all the, where they're going to put you on the stand and question you and interrogate you? I mean, what reason, what motive could she have had other than to tell the truth? Which is exactly what Arthur Kirkland said. So it's unforgettable, not only for the performance and how relevant these issues are. If you haven't seen it, masterpiece and Justice for All. I've had it for many years and I've seen it many times. And it's a hell of a film. Norman Jewison directed. He's from Toronto, Canada, where I'm from. And it was written by the great Barry Levinson, who went on to be a great filmmaker himself. Thank you so much, folks. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If this is your first time here, please consider subscribing to my channel by clicking on the Robert Bellissimo at the Movies logo that you can see floating above my head right here to your top left. And then click the bell in order to get a notification every time I release a new video or go live. I am now also on MOBFI-TV, which is a free entertainment app. And the link is in the description box below to where you can get that app that has many films, television shows, audio, and video podcasts. Thanks so much, folks. See you soon.